Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Sam. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to chill, hang out, and play with some makeup. I have a box of pretty much makeup that I bought and never used. A lot of it I just recently purchased. So I figured that we could hang out, play with some makeup. I have mostly drugstore stuff that I want to try. So with that being said, if you want to see the look that I create, then just keep watching. So I am trying some makeup from the drugstore, some things that I recently purchased, but I'm also going to be trying some stuff that I got in my February BoxyCharm because I didn't upload a video for that. So I figured I might as well throw those products in this video. So first things first, let's start out with primer. And I have this one by Pure Cosmetics. It's the 4-in-1 correcting primer, and this I got in my February BoxyCharm. So it's not from the, well, I wouldn't say you can't get it at the drugstore because Dwayne Reed's in the city sell Pure Cosmetics, so you probably could find this. It smells really weird. I don't know if I like the scent or I don't like the scent, but right off the bat, it came out pretty, it was pretty liquidy, but it feels really hydrating. So it kind of feels good. I mostly focus my primer in this area and in my T-zone because that's where I notice a lot of my makeup tends to come off first. So, I mean, it's okay. It says Energize and Rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics. That's what I smell. It's the coconut water, but it doesn't smell like coconut. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very weird. The next thing is the foundation. So this I was kind of really excited to pick up. It's from Physicians Formula and it's the Organic Wear Foundation. It's the Silk Foundation Elixir with jojoba oil. And I was really excited about this because I really do enjoy Physicians Formula's foundations. One of my favorite foundations from them is this one, which is the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. This is my favorite one. So I was really excited to try this one. And to blend it out, I'm going to be using the Luxie Complete Sponge Set. I already wet all the sponges because I was too lazy to get up. But this I got in my February BoxyCharm as well. So there's 3 sponges in here. There's this one that looks like a beauty blender. Then this one that kind of resembles the, oh my god, what is it? The Real Techniques sponge. And then there's this one. So I'm gonna try all 3 of them. But after I wet them, I found that this one was the softest, and then this one. The other one was the more dense. So I don't know which one I want to use to blend out my foundation. I think I'm gonna use this one to blend out my foundation and then this one for my concealer. We'll see. So I don't know if I picked up my right shade. There wasn't like a great shade range. There really usually isn't a really good shade range with Physicians Formula's foundations. But I picked up number 4, which might be a little bit too dark for me, but if it is, that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. So it's a dropper, which I don't know if I really like that. It's very, very liquidy, and I don't know how much to put on my face. So I'm just gonna do a little bit and then blend that out, and if I need to add more, I will. Okay, I definitely have to add more, so. Oh god, I'm gonna get this on my sweater. I could feel it already. Right off the bat, I'm not a fan of the dropper. I wish it was either a pump or, actually no, I just really like pumps or doe foot applicators, but I'm just not a huge fan of droppers. But this foundation seems to be really, really lightweight. It's very comfortable. It doesn't feel oily or gross, which I figured it might feel a little bit oily because it's got jojoba oil in it. But the coverage is very, very light. So on the days when you want to wear like foundation but don't want to wear like a full coverage foundation, or you want to opt out, instead of wearing a tinted moisturizer and you want to wear something with a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, then I would say use this. This dropper situation. Oh. It's gonna make a mess. Also, the sponge is really, really nice. I actually really enjoy this sponge. It's blending out really nicely, and it doesn't feel like really dense. It is very, very bouncy. So the coverage, I would say, is light. I wouldn't say that it's light to medium coverage. I would say that it's just light coverage. It's just kind of a wash of color just to even things out a little bit. But it is really comfortable, and it definitely offers more coverage than like a tinted moisturizer. So if you want more coverage than that for a light kind of day, then I would definitely opt for this. The finish is really nice though. I have to say that, like it looks like skin. It blends out really, really nicely. So I really do like that. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I picked up the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is so ironic because I picked up the lightest lightweight foundation I could find, and then a full coverage concealer. That's great. So I picked up Fair Warm because, again, my drugstore didn't have like a huge selection. So it has a huge doe foot applicator, which I really, really love. And I'm just going to do this under my eyes, down my nose, and then a little bit on my forehead. And I'm also going to spot conceal with this. And I'm going to use this sponge, to blend out my concealer. So this sponge is very, very dense. It's also really small. It's like a beauty blender before you wet it. Like, that's the size of it. It is tiny, but it doesn't really bother me all that much. I kind of like how small it is. I'm just gonna blend this out under the eyes. And of course on the lid. So it is creasing a little bit on me. It is pretty light. The color that I got is pretty light, but that's okay. We'll make it work. But it is creasing just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this really quickly. I'm just gonna use my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So to set under my eyes, I'm gonna use this sponge, and I'm just gonna dunk it right in the lid. So next, I am going to be going in with the Maybelline Cheek Heat Cream Blush. And I got mine in the color 15 Nude Burn. But I was really interested in this because I really do enjoy a really good cream blush. I think one of my favorites is by Kaja. But I really love a cream blush, especially in the spring and summer. I feel like it just looks so pretty on the face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this on my finger. I'm just gonna take a little bit, because I don't know how pigmented these are. I'm just gonna take that much, and between my two fingers, it's gonna be either really good or really bad, but I'm just gonna work it in, and then I'm just gonna smile and blend it into the face. I'm just going to add it to my cheeks and then blend it out with one of these beauty blenders. I think the color is really, really beautiful. I'm just trying to get it all off of my finger onto my face. I think the color is gorgeous. I'm just gonna blend it out with this little baby beauty blender. I think it's a really nice product. It does sheer out when you blend it out. It does say that it is a sheer gel, so I feel like you could build it up, which I probably will, but I'm gonna put my bronzer on first and then go back with it. I just was really excited and I wanted to put some color into my face. So next for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with this contour stick by Wet n Wild. It's the Mega Glow Makeup Stick. And I got mine in the color Oaks on You. This is what it looks like. It's just a cream bronzer, and I'm just gonna work it on the back of my hand because I don't want to go right into it, like right on my face with this. So I'm gonna work some product on the back of my hand and then pick it up with this and blend it into my face. I like the formula, but I feel like it's a little bit yellow on me. Like I feel like the color is just a little bit yellow. But other than that, like the formula, if you can find like your right shade, if I can find another shade of this, I'm gonna definitely pick it up and try it out because I feel like it's just the color that's throwing me off, but the formula itself really did blend out nicely and I do like it. So now I think I'm gonna go ahead and set my blush and my bronzer. And to set my blush, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. I actually have never used this bronzer, so I'm kind of excited to give it a try. But again, this looks kind of, I don't know, we'll see. This could be great or this could be bad, we shall see. And then next, to set my blush, I'm gonna go in with this blush by Elizabeth Mott. And it is in the color Soft Pink. This is what it looks like. This my sister actually gave me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my blush with this. I think it's such a pretty color. For some reason today I'm getting like super pink vibes, which is crazy because I actually hate the color pink. I know, very strange, but it's just not my color. I don't like it. I don't like pink. Blue is my favorite color, if you're interested, if you care. So next I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows, and I don't have any new brow product, but I will tell you what I'm using. I'm using the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator, which I've been using a lot recently, and I actually really love this brow pencil. So this isn't anything new, but it is at the drugstore and it is really affordable and it is really awesome. I do recommend this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed right on through my brows, not even gonna show it, and then I will come back. So now that my brows are on, I can go ahead and try this from Maybelline, which is their Brow Fast Sculpt. And I got mine in the color Clear because I'm not a fan of tinted brow gels for some reason. I don't know, I don't like the way that they look. I prefer a clear brow gel, and honestly, I've been seeking out a good brow gel from the drugstore for a while now, and I'm hoping that this one is actually really good. The bristles on here actually have short bristles on top and then longer bristles on the bottom. So I'm actually, it smells weird. It smells like Dimetapp. Don't like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the long bristles first and just brush my brow hairs up and then use the short bristles. So I don't know if it's actually going to keep my brows in place all day. Like my ABH one, they do not move. Like once I comb my brows in a certain direction, they are going to stay like that all day long. It's literally like putting gel on my eyebrows. So I'm hoping that this is kind of the same thing. So I won't be able to tell you how it feels or how it's holding up until maybe the end of the video. So I'm just going to do my eyes, and then hopefully by the end of this video, I can tell you how it's holding up. So another product that I got in my BoxyCharm was this. It's the Moda Pro by Royal & Langnickel 5-piece deluxe eye kit. And I love Moda brushes, love them. They are so awesome. They're super soft, really amazing. And they're one of my favorite brushes. I know there's a lot of hype for Morphe brushes, and I get why. They are really good brushes, but I feel like they're the only brushes that get recognition, and I really do love Moda brushes. They are one of my favorite kinds of brushes. So I'm going to create an eye look using these brushes, which in this package you get a shade brush, a crease brush, detail brush, smudge brush, and a liner brush. So I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but I will use most of them. The palette that I'm going to use to create my eye look is this one. It's the Hangin Hawaii eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics, and it's a 16 color eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. It's got a really nice mirror inside, and this is the palette. And for some reason, I'm very drawn to this pink. I just want that pink all over my eyelids right now. For some weird reason, I do not like pink, and today I want to be pink all over. Okay, this is the type of shit that quarantine does to people. It changes you. So, I think what I'm gonna do is what I usually always do in my videos, and I'm just going to show you the brush, show you the shadow, apply it, and kind of speed through this part, and I will see you at the end. Okay, so right now I'm going to leave the eyes alone. The palette itself, I feel like it'd be better for like an everyday type of look. I feel like the pink was very underwhelming, and the more I tried to pack on color, I felt like the more color was coming off. And the shimmers were beautiful when I swatched them, but then when I tried to add them on, it was just, I don't know, for some reason this is just kind of turning into a hot mess. So I'm just going to try to salvage this. And I'm going to do my mascara and then work on the eyeshadow after. So first I'm going to try out this Voluminous Lash Paradise base. This is a primer, and I used to really be into mascara primers. I used to love the Dior Show lash primer, but then I grew up, paid bills, and realized that I shouldn't be spending $30 on a lash primer. So I stopped using it. And I've been looking for a primer ever since, so I'm really curious to see how this performs. And I'm going to try it with the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. It's okay. I mean, I feel like I would really like the lash primer, but I haven't used a lash primer in so long that I honestly don't even see a difference anymore, especially because I most of the time use two mascaras. But I feel like I would like this if I tried it with a mascara that I do like. The Milk mascara, it's not my favorite, but it did the job. It made my lashes darker. I feel like they look a little bit fuller, but there's no like dramatic change to them really. So with that being said, I'm just going to apply my bottom lashes and do the other eye, and I will be right back. So I finished applying mascara, and I have to say the mascara on my lower lashes looks awesome. It made my lower lashes look really, really long. So I really did like that. So I'm gonna go in and highlight my inner corner. So I'm just gonna take this brush and the color Hula and just highlight. And then for the rest of the eyes, all I did was kind of just continue to pack on the pink and then intensify the shimmer in the middle, like kind of a halo. But like I said, this palette was kind of underwhelming. I mean, it's a good palette if you want to do like an everyday kind of look or like a wash color, something simple, but I think what I was going for was a little bit too ambitious. I need something definitely a lot more pigmented than this palette, and I only wanted to use one palette for this look, so I didn't dip into anything else. So moving along, I am gonna go in with highlight, and this highlighter palette I actually used in a video before. It's the Doll Face Glow Baby Glow highlighter palette, and I just want to give it another try. I haven't used it since that video, and I just want to go ahead. I'm going to use this middle shade right here, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. That middle color is actually really pretty. That is actually really, really beautiful. Now I'm going to go in with my last product, which is lips, and I have the Physicians Formula Rose Kiss All Day, and this is in the color Pillow Talk, and it's just a lip crayon, which I really love for spring. They're so easy to use. You just like throw them in your bag. It's like a 2-in-1. It's like a lip liner and a lipstick in one. I love lip crayons. Oh my god, this shade is so perfect. It's like the perfect nude on me. And it smells really good. It smells like roses. Just some setting spray to make everything last. So this is it. This is the final result, and I have to say I don't mind the look that I created. The eyeshadow palette is definitely, it lacks. I feel like it's not meant for a dramatic look that I was going for. I think I was being a little bit ambitious with this palette, but it is really good if you want an affordable palette with springtime colors in it. It's definitely great. It does, the pink was more of a wash of color than an actual intense pink. But it is still nonetheless a really beautiful palette, and something that I'll probably reach for if I want to do like a simple daytime look, or I want to do something more on the pink side, like a light pink kind of look. I'll definitely swap in for that. And then the foundation, I honestly really, really like this foundation. I think it's really, really pretty. It makes the skin look really nice. I don't think I will replace like a full coverage or medium coverage foundation with this, but I will swap out my tinted moisturizer for this foundation. I think it is a really, really good foundation. It's something that I'll definitely try using more. I wish it didn't have a dropper, because I feel like I'm definitely gonna get this all over my clothes at some point. But nonetheless, it is a really, really nice foundation. I really do like it. The bronze stick from Wet n Wild, I feel like now that it's set in, I like it a little bit more, but I also do have bronzer on top of it. So I feel like I might pick this up in a different color that isn't so maybe yellow. The concealer, I do like the concealer, but I feel like I need a different color. The color selection was very limited in my Rite Aid, so I couldn't find the color that best fit me. This one's kind of really light. And the brow gel, I'm disappointed. I feel like the brow gel didn't hold my brow hairs in place. It's not like stuck there. I brushed them up and they're kind of already falling. So that's kind of disappointing because I really did want a brow gel that I could get from the drugstore, but it looks like I'm going to be sticking to my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel for a while. And this lip pencil, this lip crayon from Physicians Formula, amazing. And this I will definitely be using with a better mascara, more of my favorite mascara. And the Cheek Heat, definitely something that I will be using again for sure. Just, I'll probably use this with like tinted moisturizer, like a lighter day, like a all cream product kind of a day. But yeah, everything else was just okay. And with that being said, that is it. I have nothing else to tell you, share with you. I hope everyone's staying safe during this time of quarantine and social distancing. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I put out new videos every single Monday. And now that I've been in quarantine, I've been putting out videos on Monday and Friday. So please subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.